Alright, guys, here we are, setting up for hole number 2. And what I'm thinking here is something like a pock, maybe just a little bit of top spin. You need to watch out on how much you top spin because it will try to roll through the fairway if you aren't careful. With the Epoch 4, I'm thinking somewhere along the lines of maybe just a shade more than 5 rings. You can also see that we're going to need some overpower. So that is what you're going to see me use. Something along the lines of maybe this. So let's just see how this plays out. So far, so good. So far, so good. And as I mentioned, with the topspin, you do have to worry about it pushing through too much. So the more that you could stay off, 1 bar of topspin is going to be ideal. So if you do have a Epoch 5, Epoch 6, Epoch 7, that shot is going to get easier because you have the extra 6 yards of carry, which means I can start to back off the topspin and use kind of similar overpower. But you can see that, this is a very good technique. You can see opponent here with Epoch 7. He's not even using any topspin. So he's just going to use overpower. This is going to really help the ball to not roll out too far. So it is going to be a very good technique. You can see there's about 6 rings. It's probably a little bit light. I'd probably go just a little bit more than that by about 1 ring. He's a little bit light on his ring adjustment. However, he is doing, and then there's a great ball too. So that is going to, with the curl and everything included, that's going to be about perfect. And you can see how much more room he has to spare there. But with that said, I'm going to be up more towards the max line. My shot's going to be just a little bit easier than his. And if I bring Cataclysm, even easier. But what I'm thinking here is some kind of overplay technique. So you can see that I'm just kind of putting the ball guide to the hole. And some sort of overplay is going to be in the neighborhood of 9-ish rings, maybe a little more. 9.2. So let's see what that looks like. Perfect ball. Oh, man. So I might have short hit that a little. Overall, that looks like it was going pretty well towards the hole. It looks like it was coming in at a nice angle. So my overplay amount was okay. One of the things that you might want to do is make sure, well, for sure, definitely don't short hit it, but you might want to pay attention to your ring pull as well. Perhaps I'm pulling to lower ground, so the ball's coming up a little bit shorter. So with that being said, when you rotate the screen, make sure that you're pulling your rings more in line up. If this is straight down, maybe just pull up at an angle like this, just a little bit more to keep that extra distance back on. So if I was to rotate more and keep my rings that I'm pulling up a little bit, that'll help keep that distance on and make sure that I still roll out towards the hole. So good luck with that hole, guys, and I'll see you guys on 3 momentarily.